Thank you very much for your talk. It was fascinating. Two questions. You know, in America, when the economy improves, they say the president gets credit and he's reelected. If it doesn't improve, he is out. In Egypt, under this new system, do you think it will be so performance-based that after 4 years the Brotherhood doesn't produce, they will be out? Or is it more identity politics, that people will say, look, I'm a religious Muslim, they are religious Muslims, I don't care if they perform so quickly, the problems weren't, you know, made quickly, we'll keep voting for them even if they don't perform. So is it about performance politics or identity politics, question one? And two, when it comes to the issue like peace with Israel, how do you give weights between the Brotherhood as the head of the government, the military, and whoever is president? Who will make this decision on foreign policy about whether to maintain the treaty with Israel? Is it going to be the prerogative of the president and the military, or is that too simplistic of a definition?
No, first of all, before I answer the question is, if what I think might happen happens, and that is that the new ruling party, the Muslim Brotherhood, decides to adapt the kind of dictatorship they have shown us in the last 6 months since they were elected in the parliament. In the parliament today, they go out, they put a law, they vote, sanctioned. They have 70%, so any law can be sanctioned. So of course, they make a law that all the they want to make a law all the pornographic sites should be eliminated from the internet. They will want to make a law that eliminates anybody to be elected if he even said good morning to Mr. Mubarak. Okay, they make the law and they pass it. So if we turn into a dictatorship, and they have the tools of dictatorship, Mr. Mubarak stayed 30, 40 years because he had the tools. The police scared people. Anybody who had the guts to voice any kind of different opinion was, taken, was put in prison, and so on. So they might resort to the same tools, and then there is no discussion, bad results, good results, do what you want, we are here to stay. If it's not the case, and I'm wrong, then they do have economic problem and they fail. I think today the Egyptians, many of them will not accept failure anymore, because the problem this revolution did, they thought that this revolution would bring also wealth, and that they will be, that between day and night their life will change, and there will be prosperity. And of course it doesn't happen this way, So the expectation has been taken very, very high, and the circumstances now are at their worst. So, and the Muslim Brotherhoods are actually clever in a way. They say, okay, if we don't take the government, how can you expect us to deliver? So we will be blamed by the population of failure while we don't have the means of execution. Okay, sounds fair to me. The problem is, do you want the power to really do what's good for Egypt, or just to stay in power and say, I thank you, democracy, you've given me what I want, but that's it, What was the last question?
Israel. Who chooses?
They choose, okay. This was very easy. They go to the parliament and they say, we want to cancel the treaty with Israel. They have 70%, they will cancel the treaty. What can the army do? The army definitely doesn't want to cancel the treaty. The army definitely will never and never wants to go to war with Israel anymore. They actually have positive sentiments, And there is another fact that we can't afford to have a war with Israel, because all our defense system is US-based, and the US will never allow us to use it against Israel, So that's, again, it's fictitious, when we think that the Egyptian army will go and do that. But to answer your questions, even if they're saying today we will not cancel the treaty, we will not do that, their idea of the Islamic Khilafah includes Hamas. The Murshid said, first the Murshid is the guy who said,
the supreme guide of the Brotherhood.
Yeah, the supreme guide said clearly, openly, our aim is to do finally the dream of the Islamic Khilafah. Okay, so maybe they want to turn Israel also into part of the Islamic Khilafah, using Hamas or whatsoever, So if you guys want to trust them, you know, but they'll give you all the nice words right now because they're not fully in power. Once they're in power, we're all in deep trouble.